Got you
I'm
there.
excited for the recap.
Oh man, I got a recap for you guys.
I mean, I just need to remember where we are in the position because I know we did stuff, but I also know I have 6 HP still.
That you do. That you do.
You know what's weird? I didn't take like any damage from that fight.
Me neither.
No, but you did fucking 50 something points of damage to one of my, like, Barbados was like this is my dude, and you fucked him up. You cut him in half.
Well, you gave me that sweet chain axe.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet weapon.
It's an awesome weapon. It might be my favorite weapon I've ever had in D&D.
I believe you are out of charges though.
I am.
So that's the thing, is that I like that when Morgor does run with it, he's like, oh no, like you blow all the charges at once and you just hit it with it. And it's like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, cool.
That's how Morgor does.
Strike.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sweet. And all right. Oh, I gotta get my dice. Gotta get my dice out. And move my drink. Get this. I can use those tonight. So everyone, I have been enjoying the printer. I don't know who was here at the beginning, but recent print.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very
Yeah.
As well as I picked up for the wall. I need to decorate the wall. I got a whole bunch of comic book stuff and a whole bunch of other pop culture stuff I want to put up here. But I want to start printing out and doing up weaponry and stuff. And I saw someone do like the broken sword of a seal door. So I want to print out that kind of stuff. And I picked up one of Drizz's swords.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. What's up, BlackRock Joe? I picked one of them up from Spirit, and I was like, all right. So I want to print off a sword hanger, a double mount. Oh yes, that is from a 3D printer.
Like Spirit, the Halloween store?
Yeah, it's one of the costumes this year. They have is Drizzed. They have Caddy
shit.
Bree.
Oh, that's so weird. That is so
Alright.
weird that those are in Spirit.
Yeah.
Are they official, or are they like the weird Spirit?
No.
Thing names?
They are
Oh,
official.
that'd be so much better.
But they have. I'll tell you what's weird is that they have a white dude in Drizz costume, no face makeup, like just straight Drizz, and like with the wig, and it's just like, this looks weird. I get it. I get how it's seen as the Community episode, and I get it. It's just one of those like, man,
It's one of the best episodes, too.
it
really
is.
is.
And it was like, here's the thing: is that I can see how it can be taken as blackface, but if you that is not. It's like dark elf, like
Speaking
like
of
dark
people dressed
purple, like ashy gray. It's different.
dark elves. There's this movie you guys gotta watch called The Dungeon Masters.
I've heard of it, I believe.
Is that like the 80s?
You wanna be
with,
sad
like,
that
Nicolas
night?
Cage or whatever?
What's that?
Is that like from the 80s with like Nicolas Cage?
No, it's a
documentary.
documentary about like D&D players, and it's just like, oh god.
It's like the lives of like the hardcore, like the hardest of the hardcore D&D players. Like it opens with like the guy taking his dice out back and hitting with a hammer because they rolled bad, and
Oh shoot!
downhill from there.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I guess if we want to watch some cringeworthy movies, there is a series on. I think it's through Tubi. You can watch it. It is. Oh my god. It's like a high fantasy styled game, a high fantasy style movie. It's with Matt Mercer plays one of the villains in the third one. Oh my god, I'm gonna go blank on. Oh, I'm gonna have to search it up real quick. Oh, guys. Hello, everyone, as we're tuning in and watching. We are live. What's up, BlackRock Joe? I see that you are in here.
Yeah, Joint Effort and Argon Jr. too.
For real? What's up? Thank you guys for jumping in. Argon Jr., what's going on? Mercer Movies. What movie is he in? We're just doing a quick IMDb search to let you all know what movie this is in. Mythica, it's called. Mythica. It is cringeworthy good. And I'll say give it a shot. Don't go in with high expectations. But this is if someone that wanted to make a high fantasy movie that went above and beyond Lord of the Rings, but clearly didn't have. Basically, the budget is if the budget looks like a BBC TV series, like coming from the UK, like sees like like when they came back with Doctor Who with Christopher Eccleston, and it's like we don't really have a budget, but here's some money to do something. That's kind of what it looks like. Like, not bad, but enjoy the ride. I highly recommend it. And there's 4 movies. They're not bad. Let's see. Just getting my dice out and ready for everyone. See which ones I'm going to kill characters with tonight. Real quick, just recap. Who's at what health?
I am at full health.
24 out of 45, I think.
59.
48 out of 59.
Okay.
32 out of 57.
You guys have so many more hit points than I do.
Stop getting hit.
No, but I mean like total hit points.
What's your total hit points?
You're in like your 45.
What's your Constitution modifier?
1.
That would be why. Constitution modifier affects your health per level.
If it makes you feel better, my health's a 38 max.
Okay, we're squishy together then.
My con mod's a 0, Anthony.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
I saw the look and I'm like, no, it all adds up.
Nah, that makes that. I mean that adds up pretty appropriately. You know though, it's like when you guys get to a level, if you wish to like take those ability scores and bump up your con, you're gonna see a bump up to your hit points across the board. Hey Argon Jr. Saw you watching Squid Games. I heard it's great. Hello everyone that is tuning in and jumping in.
I gotta go. Argon Jr. I need to hear about this game because I've seen the previews and I haven't watched it yet.
How many squids are in it?
I think the people are the squids. I've watched the trailer, but I don't get why it's called Squid Game. But also, it could just be something over my head.
All right. Got some dice checked out over here. And let's get into this. So, everyone that's tuning in, catching us on the audio version, listening in via podcast, thank you so much. You guys are awesome, but please make sure to get the full effect. Check in and tune in live Sunday nights at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your Dungeon Master, Anthony. And I am joined by the Faybala 5 tonight with our... There he is. We'll want to go look at the screen. I was like, where'd Jeff go? With Jeff from DCT Industries, our sponsor. You know, Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit of what's up with DC Industries and where Kaimon is at right now and what they can look forward to?
Sure. So lately I've been working on getting the resin prints up and going. So here we go. There's one right there. We got another one right here. The official website is being made as we speak too. So once I get that up and running, you guys will be able to check that out on there. You'll be able to check out all the Kaimon events we're going to. And then you can sign up for the email newsletter too. November 20th, we're going to be at Playtest Playfest. So come check us out here in Buffalo. We'll be demoing Kaimon. And yeah, that's about it that we got going on.
Sweet. Guys, make sure to check out Playtest Playfest. And you said November 20th?
Correct.
November 20th. Guys, I don't know what's on your calendars, but if I don't have anything on it, I'm going to try and make sure that I'm available to come on out and do a little bit of play testing of Kaimon myself. I think that'd be really fun, as well as support some local games and game designers as on top of that. I mean, you always want to support local when possible, and I highly encourage all of you guys to do that as well.
Yeah, from what I understand, Playtest Playfest is going to have a lot of local companies demoing games there. So, you know, if Kaimon doesn't tickle your fancy, there's something there that will.
Cool. Well, Kaimon sounds awesome. Everyone, please make sure to head on over to on Instagram, DCT_industries. Follow them out on Facebook at DCTindustries.tabletopgames.
Yep.
And make sure to hit the follow, like, and subscribe. I saw that some posts did drop of some pictures of Kaimon that are in the works, that are being printed out, and make sure that you all get that into your algorithm so that when more posts do drop, that you're there for them, because you don't want to miss that. Let me just move this light bulb for myself. And without further ado, let's get into tonight's session. So we last left off last week. You all had a bit of an encounter with a large froghemoth-like creature, as well as caused a mass panic of sorts at the carnival in the big top tent. Once again, for all the patrons to disperse, while Jarrell began to come after you all. What was meant to be a well-orchestrated jump on him of offering Howard up as a human sacrifice, essentially, turned into an utter shit show, let's be honest, of you all just coming after Jarrell, while Remus did follow his plan and slunk off to the side. Kudos for Remus for trying to follow the plan. Remus did successfully unlock Holiday to help you all during a shootout from the far, while Morgor ran up and hacked Barbados down the center. Straight up cleaved him. Some of the party being badly injured. Some of the party not taking so much damage. Jarrell coming very close to death after having a froghemoth suplexed onto him, crawled out from underneath and vanished in a quick appearing door of brimstone smoke. Finks, you thinking on your feet? Quickly located person and asked, Barbados? No, wait, I can't remember. How did you disappear? You asked Holiday, if I'm not mistaken.
Sal the vampire.
Sal the vampire. That's who it was. I knew I was forgetting a mini over here. I'm sitting here going, who am I missing? You asked Sal the vampire to teleport you to Barbados, to where you believe Jarrell to be, by pointing in the direction of where Jarrell's tent was, and you, having your spell, told him the precise distance that he would need to. Let me get Sal's mini for a second. Pull him up.
This vampire will not sail is the next best vampire that I know to exist is Count Chocula. Not sail, but he's a damn good dude. He's a good guy to know right there.
There's some dice there. There's some extra dice. I thought I pulled out more dice. And give me just a moment to move stuff around so I can turn on a cam as you appear in front of Jarrell Finks with Sal clenching onto your shoulder. And staring at Jarrell with two bugbears in a dark blue stained tent see. Turn on camera. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. There you go. So, here, see if we can move this closer up to you guys. We picked up with Finks staring at Jarrell in a tent that is 60 feet in width, 4 ways around. You see we're using this as a bed right there. Some bookshelves, some cases. You see some wine bottles stacked behind where the bugbears are. You see a Jarrell standing over in front of the 2 bugbears, quickly turning around to look over at you. Make a perception check. While you're making that perception check, you do see that there are 2 tables to the side pushed together and 2 chests sitting there. There are chairs scattered around the tables.
22 perception.
22 for perception. Okay. See, guys, I just want to have minis. I just want to have terrain that sets up and looks nice. Why is that so difficult to ask?
It looks very nice, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Speaking of favorite vampires, I'm just going to say that I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows. And Nandor. It's got to be one of my favorite vampires out there right now. But, so, 22. You see that there, you don't see anything behind here, obviously, but you do see that there are 2 2 wine cases. They have bottles up and down them. And I will say, actually, with the 22, you see that there is a crack between these 2 wine cases with what looks like to be something behind them, almost concealing something further. You see, with the 22 also, covering Jarrell's lips is this mixture of colored liquids. It's smeared red, almost as if it's a health potion, perhaps. And you see there are smears of blue. And looking over the ground, there are a scattered remains of shattered bottles. Multiple potion bottles, it looks like. Well, thanks. Oh, you brought a friend with you this time.
Don't pay attention to him. He's not here.
Really, is this necessary? Don't you wish to just run off along with your other friends and let me get away? Once again, I do enjoy this game of cat and mouse, and I don't feel I'm through with it just yet.
Jarrell, this needs to end today.
Sal.
How are we gonna? Oh, God.
Just kind of leans in behind you and realizes, well, thanks. This is fairly new to meeting you, and I feel that this is not my fight tonight, but I will give you a little bit of luck for your trouble, and in the event that you do survive, find me out and search me out, and I like to perform further tinkerings with your friends. Howard, I believe. That's something interesting. And I wouldn't mind inviting you all over for a night or 2 in my keep.
That sounds lovely. I'm gonna grab one of Finks's sewed together dolls.
Okay.
And hand it to Sale. Hold on to this.
Okay.
It'll help me find you.
Well, thank you. Till then, as he vanishes into a puff of smoke and begins to mist and fly away.
How much smoke?
About
Can I utilize this?
in what ways?
To conceal myself, to do something sneaky.
make a dexterity check to see how quick you can do something sneaky. Because it's like he was standing right behind you, so that for the split second there is a human-sized amount of smoke, mist, dark in your space that's about to drift away. So
Only rolling a 6, so maybe not much.
Maybe a little hard to do what you're going to try to do, I feel.
Basically, I was just going to try to throw my duplicate up and then find a quick hiding spot.
You're more than welcome to try and throw a duplicate, but with the 6, it may be a little too difficult to do that.
All right. If I think it's too hard, I'm not going to go for it.
Okay.
So, Jarrell, my friend left. I think you should tell yours to leave, and we can settle this ourselves.
Make a charisma check, Helios. Sphinx, please. You know me. I'm all for a fair fight, but you all have been too much of trouble, and I don't feel like dying today. Howard has a mean streak.
Charisma or perception? Or persuasion?
Persuasion.
Persuasion will be a 21 then.
You two, go in the back. I can settle this. Let Corvier out. Let them know I'll be with him in just a moment. The two go. They speak in goblin tongue because they're bugbears, and they go, "Yes, we can handle that." Oh, okay. The second one's a little more surprised, but they run out the entrance to the tent over here. Well, thanks. Real quick. So while this is happening, what is everyone else's actions doing in the big top tent? Just so we know where we're playing with this in time.
I promised the Raven dudes that I was going to be looking for his kids, so I'm going to try and look for them to undo their shackles.
All right. So make an investigation check.
Got ourselves a 16.
16? Okay. Where are you looking? Just in the big top tent?
I'll probably try and find, because I guess he said that they were chained up outside, so I'd try and start going around the outside looking for them.
Okay. Going outside, you start looking outside for him with the 16. Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna take a healing potion.
Take a healing potion.
Howard would have been looking for Jarrell and not seeing him in the tent. He would have been running outside to see if he could find him.
To the front? Like out to the entrance?
Yeah, up through the entrance and like any semblance of where he might have gone or any kind of like.
Okay. Make an investigation check as well as you and Maximus. Let's give you a list. You and Maximus go running out the front together.
Yep, that's a 7.
All right, cool, sweet. Howard, little scatterbrained. Morgor, what are you doing in this moment?
Morgor's trying to count on his hand how many things he just killed.
Make an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Let's see here.
I believe. Are you still raging?
I don't think so. I got a 1.
Numbers are hard, man.
Numbers are hard.
Colors are easier.
Morgor hates numbers.
All right. Okay. So Howard and Maximus, you guys are running out, looking for Jarrell. You don't see any signs of him. You see. At this point, I'll say. At this point, you see people scattering and running amok, kind of shouting everywhere. Once again, the place is in chaos. And make perception checks, both of you. Morgor, you're counting. Are you just staying inside the big top tent?
Well, once I realize that the rest of my party is gone, I'm going to head outside as well.
Okay. Run out and make a perception check as well for me. For you three. Remus, you take your healing potion.
Yes.
Take the healing.
Heal for 6.
Okay. What are you doing after you heal?
What's going on in the tent?
What's going on in the tent? Good. So going on in the tent, you have patrons that are trying to still run out that are bottlenecked, which Howard, Finks, and Morgor are kind of pushing out the remainder of humans that have been kind of just were the last to get out. There is the large carcass of the frog laying in shambles. There is the split half orc. You see Barbados. I'm sorry, not Barbados. See Holiday. Just kind of walks over to the split half orc down the center and says, well. Looking down at him, just, well, this one sucks. I thought we were going to do great things. I guess not about that. Shit. He just kind of kicks the body. Looks over at you and goes, Purple Boy, you look hurt. Here. As he tosses you almost like a wineskin looking leather, kind of like corker. Like almost like a wineskin flask.
Thanks. I have a question.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, so my ability to turn things into coins.
Yeah. So
does the being at hand have to be dead, or can they be live?
No, they got to be dead for this.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I will drink from the flask then.
All right. Drink from the flask. Take a greater healing potion.
Ooh.
As you go to sip this sweet nectary liquid, there's almost a cinnamon burning feeling, and you feel your insides kind of warm up with a little bit of this hellish fire, kind of kickstart you as you feel a rejuvenation.
Is that 4d4 plus 4?
Greater healing is... Give me a second. Ooh.
Yeah, it's 4d4 plus 4.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, I got 15 back. That's way more than what I had. Upon that, I'm going to turn the giant frog monster into coins.
Okay. Let's see. The frog. Let's see me. Where are you at? Monsters.
Just picturing like in Scott Pilgrim, like Remus just like punches it and it just explodes into a mist of coins.
It's like complete with the sound effect too in the background.
Okay.
And the coin noises as they drop into a neat pile on the ground.
Clink, 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 clink. Alright, this is... Let's see how much are these things worth.
Speaking of coins and piles, Scrooge McDuck must have just been an absolute beast to dive into a giant tank of coins and swim through it. He was probably more jacked than we all realized for an old duck, but...
Actually, for a duck.
Frog Hemoth, we're going to say that you get 5,000 hellish looking coins just pop up, and just a neat little stack of these black obsidian looking charred coins.
Amazing. I'm just going to sit there or approach the pile while still talking to Holiday and just start sticking them into my side periodically.
he looks at you very odd. It's like, well, I wasn't really expecting that. That's a bit odd. That is weird. What are you doing? As he is now a little encapsulated by you tucking coins into your body, and he's like, that's gross.
Oh no, I come to collect. I had to show him the bottom of my hand with the sigil on it, and then as I'm tucking more coins into my side.
Oh shit! He instantly, looking over at your hand, recognizes the sigil, or there's a spark of acknowledgement. He goes, "You one of the taxmen." Well, I've heard stories of you. Hell's, non-hell knows of the famous tax collectors for Mammoth. And I say it as an honor, and I hope I never have you on the hunt for me. I wish not to be transmutated into hellish-looking infernal coins.
I have a feeling you'll be just fine. But I suppose if you ever need work or are looking to change your line of work, I can always put in a good word for you.
Will do. Name's Holiday. Please, pleasure to make your acquaintance. And puts out his hand.
I'm Remus.
I think this happened last week. I think there already was yeah. Battle is weird. Memory's fuzzy. Okay. With their interaction, he goes, well, let's go get ourselves into a little bit of a scruffle. As he begins looking around, would your friends run off too? And begins walking in the direction of the exit, spotting a large red dragonborn.
I don't know, but it looks like you found them. Why everyone always walks away when they're talking to me?
Well,
I'm just putting more coins in as I
finish
up the pile.
He's not like walking off. It's just more like he's looking around and it's like, and is going to begin to walk in this direction. Seeing as that he really has nothing else to say to you, unless you wish to try and ask him or catch his attention for more.
I'll catch up in a second.
All right.
I'm just plinking away.
He is not running towards Morgor. He is in the direction of the other party members. He is casually walking. He's taking his sweet old ass time. And while doing so, you see him flipping open his revolver. Locks it, loads it. Next one. Over. Puts them in his holsters. Pulls out the rifle. Starts loading everything up, just preemptively preparing.
I'm glad he's prepared. I don't exactly know what for, but I thought just Jarrell was here, but I guess Jarrell doesn't run the circus. This is my outer monologue.
All right. Well, while Remus has a monologue, a bit of a crisis of counting money and talking to himself, we'll pass on over back to Finks. Finks, so Jarrell, please, Finks, like as I said, I wish not to kill you today, but I feel between you and me, one surely will win, and one will die. Can't hear you. As he casts silence.
Oh no! Real quick, while this is kind of going on, I would like to use my bonus actions during this conversation, and you tell me if this is allowed. I have my spiritual weapon up from the fight prior, and I slowly just kind of want to move it closer. 30 feet or 60 feet at a time is the range it looks like.
I want
20 feet at a time.
Just want to check with. Spiritual weapon. Do you have to stay within range for it to remain
I'm not
active?
sure.
Okay, give me a second on this one.
That's what I wanted to say. But basically, what I wanted to do is not bring it into this fight, but sort of just make a beacon over the tent, so he doesn't see what I'm doing, but maybe someone outside might.
All right, give me a second on this then.
I know that's kind of a weird question because I don't know if this will work at all or if it'll just fizzle.
This ruling check is brought to you by DCT Industries, where the rules are your dreams come true when you're having fun playing Kaimon. Look at that Kaimon Morgor is displaying right there. What a beautiful resin print. Kaimon, play with your friends, play against your friends, have fun.
Or don't. They're your toys.
They could just be toys.
Okay, so it doesn't tell me that. So another spell's rulings will be if you leave the range, it'll disappear. You have to stay within a range. It doesn't say you have to stay within a range. It
right.
shows that bonus action is 20 feet.
So 20 feet at a time. I believe we moved 300 to get where we are. I'll just slowly move it to above my head and outside of this room.
So
that's my goal, to move it there.
20 feet
However
be
long it takes.
15 seconds roughly.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
hold on. Did I do that correct?
Wait, no, that's not right.
Oh, that's not right. Be 15 rounds. But about a minute and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, about a minute
So
and a
it's
half.
just
Okay.
slowly making its way over there.
Make a wisdom check. And no, actually, no. I'm gonna say make a sleight of hand check or a deception, your choice. Add your wisdom modifier to it.
So 22 to make that happen.
Okay. Which was it, deception, or did you use sleight
I
of
used
hand?
sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay. So as you're trying to bluff and keep Drell entertained and entwined in this conversation and keeping his attention, you're slowly fidgeting with your hands and just kind of keeping them calm and keep holding yourself to your composure. And as he's telling you threats of death and you know, well, I do understand that I do have something that does belong to you.
That's why I'm here, Jarrell.
Well,
I've already killed you once, and I have no intention of doing it again, if we can reach an agreement here.
I do have what you seek. Or part of it, I should say.
Part of it? What do you mean part of it?
You see him pull out from his
Broke it?
pulls out from his cloak a ring of keys. It goes, you're looking for your tribe's crown.
Yes.
It's back at my mansion in
I kind of
Burkhold.
look over his shoulder in the crack between the walls. There?
No. I do not know how to get back home, but I'm content here. And I would have no problem handing this ring of keys over to you if we just let it be today. No one has to know that you spoke to me. You take the keys. If you ever get back home, you don't need to break in.
Hold my hand out for him to toss him over.
Do I have your word?
You have my word. I won't hurt you.
Okay. Let's see 1 second. Make a persuasion or deception check. Don't tell me which it is. Roll for it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do an insight check onto you to see if he's aware. Oh, where's Drew? Oh, here he is. Roll the 19.
You beat me.
Are you telling him the truth?
I was doing persuasion. I will not hurt him.
Oh, okay. Let's see. At this point, we'll say your weapon is probably about 2 to 3 turns away at this point. If you were still pulling this in,
I have no intention to fight him with it. It's to guide the others. So
fair. He tosses you the keys. Finks, It was a pleasure seeing you again. Hopefully, for one of the last times.
I can only hope. One last thing, Jarrell.
Yes.
Call off the bugbears. I don't want to deal with them either.
Make a persuasion check real quick with advantage. Actually, no.
Say,
That's a
well,
straight.
this whole-
That's a straight persuasion check at this point. Just straight persuasion
Okay,
check.
11. 11 for the first roll.
Everyone. Okay. What's up, Howard?
I was gonna say, while this whole exchange is going on, would Howard have noticed the spiritual weapon go flying towards their direction?
How soon?
roll.
How soon to appearing in the tent would Finks have begun moving the spiritual weapon?
Probably after Sale left, and then probably while the bugbears were.
After the
before
bugbears
the
were
bugbears
out.
left.
Before
After
the
Sale left would probably be when he started doing that. No, he's
Howard,
alone.
make a perception check
Okay.
because you started to run to leave to go look for Jarrell.
Right. 17.
17. As you're at the the bottled nose, as you're trying to get out of the main tent, you, Maximus, and Morgor are just breaking out, where you see there are these two bugbears walking out of a tent, roughly 150 yards down the path, kind of looking. They're looking sketchy. They're looking a little bit sus, as they're like. They kind of like have this henchman vibe to them. You see out of the corner of your eye. What did you have? You had a fly. Was it fly swatter?
No, it was just a bunch of flies.
Bunch of flies.
Or no, it was one big fly. That's what it was.
One big fly. Yes.
One big gross fly.
One big gross fly, starting to buzz and fly in the direction to the back corner of the tent, in the opposite direction.
Cool.
You'd see that would be moving.
Yeah. Howard
So-
would have started making his way there, however many turns it takes to start like double dashing, all that stuff.
Double
So,
dashing during that way.
during that whole exchange, yeah. So go ahead, finish your thing.
Okay, cool. So, see, that's going this way. Howard's following this. He tosses you the keys. He goes, "Whatever thinks." He looks up, kind of does a little kind of like, almost like he's kind of casting something in the air, kind of like muttering to himself. Bugbears are called off, but till next time. You see him to cast a spell, and disappears in a poof of smoke. Howard, you're running. Maximus, Morgor, you guys following. You guys were following Howard outside.
Mhm.
You seeing Howard take off to follow the spiritual weapon. Would you be following this instead? Which, Remus, you would also see the giant spiritual weapon of a fly buzzing in the direction that you had just came from when you had unlocked Holiday's shackles.
I will follow the fly and triple dash. Movement, action, bonus action.
Okay. You would. I mean, so you took off a little bit of time because you were collecting some coins. As you look up, Howard's already almost... I'll say you catch up to Howard, and I want dexterity checks from Howard, Remus, Morgor, and Maximus. What were you guys doing? Were you following Howard? I'm sorry. No?
No, I rolled a 19 earlier for whatever you wanted me to roll, by the way. And I'm still looking for the
You're looking for you are looking for the kids. Got it.
yeah.
All right.
I actually want to follow the bugbears.
You're gonna follow the bugbears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Morgor thinks it'd be a good fight.
Okay. The bugbears, as you plow out, push through patrons that are trying to get out of the tent, you just shove them over as these two bugbears are mumbling to themselves. You don't speak Goblin, right? Probably not.
I don't think so. No.
No. These bugbears muttering to themselves in something that sounds like what Finks would kind of speak and mutters in his sleep when he utters some of his arcane spell work under his breath. You kind of hear something like this, and you don't know what he's saying. You don't know what they're saying, but you hear them say the name Corvier as they walk out of one tent, walk to a tent that is right adjacent to it, connected almost like by a bit of a hallway, almost like a hall of tents, almost like a, not a hallway, but like tents connected, almost kind of like put like a back door essentially. And they go under the, you see the one actually lift up under the tent and kind of loops underneath it.
I want to head to that tent.
Okay. Finks, make an insight check.
That is a 13.
13. Okay. And my... Yeah. All right. So as Jarrell and a plume of smoke, Howard, you come running with Remus through a pile of tents down the back cutaway corner around of the big top and pushing in through a draping of cloth where you see the buzzing fly kind of almost phase through magically. Finks, standing there. What did you both roll as dex checks? For kind of like for your speed, essentially.
Thank you. Keep flying. Natural 20.
Nat 20. Okay.
+2 for dex, so 22 total.
Okay. Remus?
I got an 18 for my dex check.
Okay. You both run up pretty quickly, but trying to take the breather after the battle and seeing the spiritual weapon flying, you both hurry, and you see Finks just kind of standing in the center of a room by himself. You see a little bit of smoke and dust just kind of in the room itself, just kind of... Maximus. 19. You say the bugbears also, as Morgor sees them, and you start walking towards them. They do look a little suspicious, and they have this henchman vibe. Do you speak Goblin at all?
That's a good question. Let me see.
Maximus,
I do.
You do?
I do. Abysmal, Common, Gammon, and Infernal.
Okay. You hear them talking.
Well, we were supposed to let Corvier out, but he hasn't eaten yet. He was going to eat after the show. Well, I don't know. But perhaps we should just let the little ones out and cause a little panic and a little havoc. Jarrell said to cause a scene. Scatter and leave no witnesses. Well, we'll just unlock him and we'll see what he eats. Those raven brats. He seemed to enjoy the one of them. Before, we've only got these 3 left.
You hear them talking about 3 raven brats.
Okay, so quickly, I see them. Do I see Morgor?
You would see Morgor running up after. Would you be running or walking towards them, Morgor?
I'd be running.
You see Morgor just
So
Tom Cruising it.
Is Morgor? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on. I'm going to cast. No, is Morgor in earshot? Like, if I were to yell, would he be able to hear me with everything that's going on?
Maybe. About 45 feet ahead. Depends. If you shout loudly, he probably can hear you.
All right. So, how close am I to these bugbear things?
This point, about 100 I'll say about yardage. By the point you guys running, I'd say within 60, 80 feet. I'd say 80 feet. You guys are walking up. Morgor, you got about 2 turns until you jump them, as they both sweep underneath the tent. So you're gonna have to run in their direction as they're going to the tent.
Okay.
Wait, so did I pass the bugbears? Would I have, like, that? I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, would they have noticed me? Would I have noticed them?
I don't think that they would have noticed you. Let me see. Nah, they wouldn't have noticed you. They walked kind of past you, jogged up. Morgor sees them looking sketchy. He's going to follow them, and you see them swoop underneath a tent.
All right. I'm going to then use my double speed or whatever to run under, to basically follow them under the tent.
Okay.
All while I'm yelling at Morgor. I'm just going to yell, Morgor, kill! And I'm going to dive under the tent.
Okay. Cool. You dive underneath the tent. All right. Till then, make a dexterity check with disadvantage as you dive underneath blindly.
All right. Hold on 1 second here. You said dexterity check?
Mm-hmm. For all intents and purposes, we're going to say that you guys had been walking out and kind of looking around a bit for anything looking suspicious. And by this point, you both maybe just had kind of crossed paths and zigzagged around while looking around for these children. So you both are now kind of running at the tent in the same from opposite ways and kind of angle in.
I'm going to use one of my lucky points to get a reroll on that.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to go with 18.
Okay. 18. You go to slide under baseball, sliding into home style, slip in as you slide between 2 sets of bugbear bodies standing, looking down at you. One of them looking down at you, the other one with its back turned, as you hear a clink, as it sounds as if a lock has been... a key has been put into a lock of sorts and turned. As you hear the rattling of chains, kind of be shifted.
Can I make an action/reaction to that happening as I'm sliding?
Sure. What are you trying to do?
Can I cast Mage Hand to keep the lock shut?
Make an Arcana check.
23, nat 20 plus 3.
So the shackle itself is actually whatever has been unlocked is unlocked. But you use your mage hand as this skeletal bone looking creates, and you look over at the shackle of where the one bugbear has its hand holding on this big, fat, meaty, hefty looking lock. That's big padlock almost, as your hand grabs the top and tries to push it down. As it's pushing it in, there is no clicking sound, but you're trying to push it, hold in whatever's in place. Before we get there, what's up, Remus?
Oh no, I was asking if we had made it there yet or not.
Yeah, so this kind of all happening simultaneously. As you slide in, you're trying to lock whatever has just been unlocked and hold it locked. Morgor is running after the tent as well. Are you trying to go underneath the tent? Are you running through it?
I'm gonna go up to the tent with my bare hands, just rip it open, and then as I stick my head through.
Here's Johnny.
And
all right.
Use my flame breath.
Interesting. Cool. All right. We're gonna hold off on this moment because we're gonna kind of join in. Howard and Remus, While in the process, while Maximus and Morgor are running, you guys walk up and see Finks just kind of sitting in the center of this tent by himself.
Finks, where is he?
He's gone.
What do you mean
But-
gone?
I'm just gonna kind of take the fly and just kind of like let it dismiss itself, turn into like a regular size fly or something, and just let it dismiss. I made a deal with him. I couldn't win in a fight, so I made a deal instead. He left.
Can he leave?
What?
Can Anthony? I still have my locate creature up,
Okay.
the weird dog thing that I made up.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still sense Jarrell's presence? It is a 1,000-foot radius. I have a vague direction of where he is.
It's got to be on the plane, correct?
Yeah. I would imagine.
You sit there thinking, and as you're just looking around, just spinning in circles, you look down, and at your feet, there's a little tiny toy soldier-sized Finks goblin just holding out a compass as well, just spinning around, scratching his head.
Looks like he got away.
What kind of deal were you making?
Well, we resolved our differences at the very least. I promised I wouldn't hurt him anymore. Didn't think he'd be able to get this far away from me, though. He said he would stay on this plane. So, he won't be a
Draws
problem
not
once
to
we get
lie.
home. And so am I.
Yeah.
Either way, I wanted to live to fight another day.
Uh,
I'm sorry, Howard. Sorry, Howard.
wasn't he trapped here?
Well, I don't know how far he went, but he's, at the very least, at the end of my abilities to track.
What
I'm
did
gonna
you
point-
get?
I'm just gonna jingle the keys. I got a house. More importantly, what's inside that house?
We already have a house with black pudding. What do you need a second house for?
It's
You
an
let Jarrell get
investment.
away for a second house?
Remember when I said my tribe was wiped out?
Yeah.
Some very important things were taken from me, and they ended up in Jarrell's mansion. And Remus, that sword that you insist on carrying, the ones who wiped out my tribe all had that symbol. So please understand, I want nothing to do with it.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the
afraid-
sword still.
So you have the keys to Jarrell's mansion.
I do.
Well, why don't you just lead with that? Shit. Yeah, let's take over his mansion. When he comes back home, then we can kill him there.
He's not coming back home. Like I said, he wants to stay here.
Oh,
I
fuck.
don't- Why?
I think he said he liked it. I kind of like it here too.
I thought he was trapped here.
Trapped or wants to stay? I'm not sure. Either way, Finks has the keys. Finks also has a tent full of wine, and I point to the shelves. And
Are
in
you-
between those shelves of wine, Remus, there's something else back there, and I don't know what. So I'm glad you're here. Let's go check it out.
But before we go to the shelf, how do you know those keys are for a house? He
I
just
don't.
gave you a thing of keys. You got a thing of keys.
Finks knows how to break a window.
Where is it? Also, where is his house?
What's the town, Anthony? Is it Brian?
Berkhold.
Berkhold. It's in Berkhold. Not that I ever want to go back there, but it's in Berkhold.
Okay.
Well,
What do
I
the
ca-
many other keys do?
I kind of want to
I
go
don't
back to
know.
Berkhold. I still have to collect on that Pegasus shit we dropped off there.
I don't want to deal with the children of the corn anymore.
It was outside. We're fine.
Listen, it's important to me. I've helped you.
All right.
I've been literally to hell and back for you.
I hope you can leave now. What's in the bookcase?
I don't know yet.
Can I walk over to the bookcase and try and look through it with my eye?
Yeah. You look over at the bookcase, walking up to it. I picture he does do this. Remus does this. Hello. Looking at it. Looking over. And you see 2 bugbears down a is a 20-foot looking hallway of tent that opens into a larger room that is 30 feet wide. There are a few crates of metal bars. You see within some of these crates there are humanoid looking figures. Make a perception check as well.
13.
13. Okay. You do see that there are multiple humanoid-looking figures in different crates. One of the bugbears, as you see, a larger, burlier figure, has its back turned and is currently picking up a chain and placing a key into a lock. Following the chain, you see that it dips into the shadows, and you see a lick of almost it looks like ice on the chain itself, as if it's been frosted.
All right.
The second bugbear is its front turned, is kind of looking back at the hallway of where it came down, of like where you're at, and at this point, you hear a Morgor, kill! Which you all do here. It's kind of as you're all timing up into this.
Whatever's in there, it's not good. There's boxes of dead people and something icy. But also, Morgor is approaching from the other side, so I guess we can either lock this hallway or go down the hallway. I was hoping Morgor would show up here so we could just break through the bookcases and we could go that way.
Is there space in between the bookcases, Anthony?
Make perception check.
I was gonna say, I think there was like a crack. Howard's gonna walk up towards like the crack area, put his hands up on each edge of the bookshelf.
Okay.
And Eldritch Blast both of those. Just try to get it to like force open in a way.
16.
Okay. As you are looking at the bookcases, you do indeed see there is a split of like in between them, and the back behind them, that's a false backdrop. You see that as you're pointing out, like, oh, is that a curtain? I think as both of the bookcases and the wine cases shatter and are blown apart. And you're looking at the back end of a tent as Maximith slides in. You hear a clink. And you see there is a chain that is dipped into the shadows as you all begin to hear a reading time already. Morgor, you blasted fire, I believe, at this point.
Yes, I did.
Attack roll or deck save?
They got to do a deck save. 13. If they beat it, it's half damage.
Okay. And deck save, you said?
Yep.
What was it? 16?
13.
13? Ah, they save both of them. Cool.
All right, so they're going to take half damage, so 6 damage apiece.
Okay, so I'll say I'm going to move this to the side. And what you do see is Morgor running in, thinks, we'll say Maximus, you're sliding in over here. One of them is sitting to the back here, and one of them has their back turned. As technically, I guess that would be a little further. this back right here is where you hear a chain coming from. And I don't have any boxes, so here, placeholders for the the black iron steel crates that you saw, Remus. Are 2 of them right here. And they both saved, so what was the damage?
6 to both.
All right. All right. So you all see a rip of fiery torrent burn away at the edge of the tenting over here, and as Dunce is doing so, let me see if I can move this more closer. You all will be in here. You see this room light up now, which you see locked and chained by a large, heavy iron chain holding this beast down is a silvered dragon. In the corner that is looking down as it is breathing its icy breath on this chain, trying to turn it and get it to like kind of become weakened as it's begins licking its lips, looking around at those that just intruded in the tented area for it. Maximus, what's up?
I may have asked this before. Is a dragon considered an animal or is it a beast? Could I cast Speak with Animals with this or no?
It is not a beast. It's not an animal. It is just known as kind of a dragon, I believe it.
Okay.
But you could just speak. You could just speak to it though.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Um.
Let's see.
I guess I'll if I'm trying to keep it. Can I see it?
Oh yes, as Morgor lets out this torrent of fire, it lights up the room. So any image that was hidden to you previously is now no longer hidden. Here, just move it out here a little bit. Oh shit! Hold on, give me a second, guys.
Yeah, take your time. I guess while that happens, then I'll look at the dragon and say, I don't know. I can free you so you can right those who wronged you. You can hurt those who hurt you.
Let's see. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. She blasts away that over there. And
With disadvantage, 19.
okay.
The only one that has wronged me is the one that has yet to feed me.
As it looks really, really pissed off at you all. Let me see. Let me make this a set. Give me a second, guys. Doop. Yeah.
If I mean, I know we're not like in rolled for initiative or in battle or anything like that, but could my mage hand be used to like slap one of the bugbears from behind in closer towards the dragon for like feeding purposes?
Make a
I
strength.
know-
Just gonna do that.
I know it can't. It says it can't attack or activate magic items or carry, but can I use it to like bitch smack one of the bugbears to like stumble towards the dragon to like eat?
Make a make an attack roll. We'll say
An 18 on the dice.
18 on the dice. Roll a d4.
Okay. I'll use my orange one here.
And add your strength modifier for this one, just because
All right. So
the mage hand
four-
specifically isn't meant for attack. That's why.
Yep. So it's a 4. Strength modifiers -1, so a 3.
As your little mage hand, kind of the bony hand, appears behind one of them and smacks it. The bugbear turns around and looks at you on the ground, looks up and goes,
Corvier, eat these two, then children. Jarrell says, feast.
as he unlocks the final chain, and you see the long 20-foot metal collar that has been wrapped around its neck that tumbles down, the chain that kind of comes down off of it to the ground that was connected to a spike in the ground. Let's go of it.
What's the dragon's name?
Corvier.
Okay. While he's undoing his shackle or whatever, I'm going to cast Disguise Self, make myself look like Jarrell, and tell them to eat the bugbears instead. They're meteor. I'll say, Dravir, eat them instead.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Mm. 16.
Okay. All right. Understood. What's everyone else doing at this point? Is anyone reacting quickly, or should I just say roll for initiative for the order?
Can I in Goblin speak to the bugbears and yell, "Didn't you hear? Jarrell said you were fired."
There's a chuckling, laughing. You hear come from one of them.
You are stupid for believing Jarrell. He always has a backup plan.
Think about what you just said.
Just gonna think about it.
Corvier, eat him too.
As he points down the hall in your direction, there's a rip of icy breath that shoots down the hallway towards you all. Now roll for initiative, please. All right.
Woo-hoo! 4.
Natural 20, 22 altogether.
I also have a 22.
20 as well, or a 22?
I have a 22 too.
All right, real quick.
How?
How, Howard,
I also have a 22 as well.
do you really?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Figure this out. Rock, paper, scissors.
Maximus?
I got a 4.
Remus?
14.
Morgor?
Can we do a combo attack?
22.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm
Let's think
gonna.
about this.
Like in Chrono Trigger?
Come on, let's triple
Yes.
attack. Let's chrono trigger this
Triple
guy.
attack, yes.
I was gonna say I'll fastball
I'll throw
special
this.
you. I'll throw you.
No, that won't help. No, you have to be the fastball.
Who's
Okay.
gonna throw me?
I don't know.
So,
I'll just die.
I'm like 500 pounds.
No one is strong in our party either.
I watched you suplex a frog. I mean, we're
top
Right on.
of the round is Corvier as he's and begins unleashing a torrent of ice breath down the streaking of in an icy cone for 30 feet out this way, as he will see. I will say he cannot fly to. He doesn't begin to flap his wing to fly to a full extent. There is a very obvious kind of wing clipped kind of notion where he can't get full on flaps into the air. He's kind of almost hindered. But he will do. Oh yeah, he's gonna look over and see the chromatic dragonborn and the one that tried to BS him as he stares directly down at you, Maximus.
You're no Jarell.
I need you both to make Constitution saving throws. As a torrent of icy breath comes at both of y'all.
14.
Got it.
24.
Okay. All right. 14.
Yes, sir.
Take 39 points of frost damage. Cold damage.
I'm dead.
Morgor, you look down as you see Maximus kind of curled up as a ripping of ice just kind of frosts him over. It's almost a flash freeze. You take half damage for succeeding. And so you take 15, half of 39 is 15, so 20.
Okay.
All right, 20 points of cold damage. Top of the round as he begins to breaks out of the frost, and he actually will say he actually goes after. He doesn't care about the two bugbears. Yeah, they failed, and one of them succeeds. Well, one of them is dead, and the other one is looking really hurt. The one that is in front of it, that unlocked it from the chain, is actually just frozen to just as a statuette, as an ice popsicle. And the second one that is staring down at you, Maximus, is like just kind of coughing out what little breath it has.
Goblin, I yell, what did I just say?
All right, top of the round. Finks, Howard, and Morgor, how do you guys want to play this? Do you all want to make individual dex checks to see who goes first? Do you guys want to attack this together?
I'm just planning to get in position to heal Maximus, but it's going to take me till next round to do that. So it doesn't really matter when I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so then real quick then, all three of you, what's your Finks, what's your dex modifier?
Dex is +3.
Howard?
+2.
Okay. Morgor?
+2.
Okay.
I have a 14 total dex, so I don't know what yours is.
I have 15.
All right, we're gonna.
So you would be before me.
Yep. So we're just gonna put this. All right. So, Finks.
All right, Sphinx is gonna move.
Let's see.
Basically, I want to move to the bookshelf and hide behind it. The one to the left of Howard.
Okay.
Yes, that one. And kind of in between that bookshelf and that chest, whatever that is.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus
Be a
action
bed.
hide a bed. Yeah, I'm gonna hide in between those with my bonus action, and then I'm gonna throw up my duplicate Finks, basically on top of Maximus. Also hiding, but of course, just being the duplicate, hiding behind the Maximus statue. I guess in game terms, real quick. He's frozen, but is frozen like a status effect, or would a heal bring him back from 0? Is that enough to?
Frozen is just a flavorful because he was hit with it with ice.
Just making sure before I waste the heal.
Yeah. Let's see. have a goblin over here.
Finks also has the thought of mixing the white dragon scales with his new silver dragon scales he's about to get. It makes some really good cold resistance armor.
That'd be kind of cool. You popped.
for it.
Where did you pop him?
Literally behind the Maximus frozen statue popsicle.
As he is
Close
laying on
as
the
I can
ground.
get, and I'm trying to hide from the dragon
Okay.
with the duplicate.
What is your stealth check?
Stealth will be 10.
All right, cool. All right, Morgor, Howard, Remus.
I am now Icewind, the Frost Monarch.
Do I have it? Do I have a white dragon? How fitting. No white dragonborn. All good. All right.
All right. So, he is a monk.
Oh.
What?
Finks face. What?
Amazing.
Ah, shit. Okay, let's do this.
So, I will move into combat with the dragon.
So, you run up to the dragon.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I'm reading this right, flurry of blows. After I make an attack action on my turn, I can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
That'd be correct.
So I have 6 key points. Can I make 12 unarmed strikes then?
I believe as the bonus action, you get 2 unarmed strikes. Let me just confirm this real quick.
Yeah, I think you only get one.
What
One
say
per turn.
you, internet?
I'm just confirm. I believe it is just one.
Morgor's legit like a box of Otter Pops. Like, you never know what you're going to get. You reach in, you're like, ooh, blue. I like this flavor.
But then it only lasts for like a couple minutes.
Well, Otter Pops usually do.
Yeah, just the bonus action. You using the key points is pulling off 2 extra unarmed strikes for your bonus action.
Okay, so I get my 2 normal attack actions, plus I'd get the 2 bonus
Yes.
unarmed strike. Okay, so I can get 4 altogether this turn.
Yes, because some key points don't require a bonus action to use. It's just like I'm doing this, so I'm burning more key points. You can burn as many key points as you're allowed to burn per round, but you can't gain more actions from it. Make sense?
Yes. So I will flurry of blows. So I'm going to attack 4 times.
Okay.
22.
22 is gonna hit.
Okay, so 22, 23.
Hit.
Oh my god. A 24.
That hits.
If I get a 25, I swear to God.
That's a
26.
That was almost a straight, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Nice
you.
win.
So, you guys would with the lighting of the flame that Morgor unleashed, there are little fires popping up over here, so there is some dim light, and you see this white dragonborn run up to the silver dragon at the far end of this tunnel, and just as you leap up and just wham, 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 just unleash a torrent of these clawed fist punches at him. Roll some damage.
So it's 34 damage altogether.
Wow. Okay.
And I will spend another key point
Okay.
to have the stunning strike special ability.
Okay.
to make it stunned until the end of my next turn if it fails a Constitution saving throw of 11.
Okay. Let's see real quick. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. As you throw a flurry of fistful punches at him, you connect a series of blows at one of the front shoulder joints of the dragons. It's only about 5 feet in the air. One of its claws lower, that's a little bit lower to the ground. You just start popping a series of blows into the muscle as you works your way up. As you get close into one of the shoulder joints, you pull out one of your claws and try to pinch a nerve, trying to puncture the tough dragon hide. And as you do, you unleash a nerve-wrenching pulse, and you see it just stare down at you as the muscle flexes in response to your Vulcan pinch almost, as it does not appear to be held.
Okay.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. It's going to use one of its legendary actions to do a tail attack as it begins to beat its wings and turn around and rear its tail back at you and tries to whack you with it. And it's coming right at you as you just did a series of blows at it. It's not okay with that. So that would be a... Let's see. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And see real quick. All right. Does 2d8. Let's see. All right. And 12. So it's 18 points of bludgeoning damage as whack! You get cracked into the rib cage with a nasty tail, just swings by and pops you.
Okay.
All right. That's it. Next up is Howard.
Okay.
The dragon.
How far away am I from the dragon?
You are... That's 4. That is... This is 40, so hold on.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. I get a D4 for this, I guess, right?
Yeah.
85 feet.
Oh, okay.
As you're looking down this tunnel of tent lining, there's a little flames licking up. You see these beady, blue, crystal ice looking eyes just staring down at all of you.
Okay. That's fine. That changes it a little bit, but I can do this. So with my bonus action, I'm going to down the last blue potion to regain my spell slot. And I will look at the dragon and Corvina.
Corvier.
Hey, Corvette! And I'm going to put my hands up in like a circular motion, spheres, like whatever, and I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance, right kind of like where he's at.
Okay.
It is a Constitution saving throw of 15.
Oh. It's going to use his first resistance to push beyond it. As the sickening ray goes over him, you see him as a sickening green ray kind of floats down the tunnel. You see him breathe out a little icy blast, and it get kind of just mixed up and muddled.
So what it does is it creates a 30-foot radius of green light.
Okay.
And then it just sits there and wherever I concentrate it to be at. So if he moves into the area for the first time or he starts his turn there, then he has to succeed on a Constitution saving throw each time. So
Okay.
for now he's succeeded, but it's still there for his next turn.
Okay. And it's when he starts his turn in it?
When he starts his turn in there, yeah, he has to make a con save of 15.
Okay. That's good. All right, Remus, you're up. Maximus, you're running on deck.
I would like to roll my side die.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm going to use... Where is it? Sorry. Psychic Whispers.
Okay.
So I rolled the 3, so I'm going to connect myself to the dragon, as well as, I guess, Maximus and Morgor, since they're the closest.
Okay.
I'm going to ask the dragon... Well, first I'm going to try and tell the dragon we don't have a problem with him. There's no need to attack the people.
The dragons comes back to you.
I haven't eaten in roughly 5 days. And I get angry when I'm hungry.
Okay.
Make a persuasion check, I'll say. Trying to let him know that you have no beef with him.
Like he can just go. Like he's trapped. He can just leave. You said persuasion?
Persuasion.
18.
Okay.
I'll eat what I will, what I wish, and you won't tell me what I won't.
Oh, that's fine. I just thought you want to go home. Like you're free. You should just leave while you can instead of being trapped here like you have been.
Let you know that
Who says I was trapped? I was merely contained. I would go if I wished. But right now, I have a hunger in deep in me.
let you know he is hungry. Make a final charisma check just for the turn to see where we lay.
I
on
got
it.
that. Charisma is a 16.
Okay. Make a wisdom check.
Now I don't know what that's gonna be. 3.
3. There seems
Something happened.
there seems to be an inner turmoil on this set.
All right.
On him.
I'm gonna tell everyone that I'm connected to Maximus Skithrax now, and the dragon that there's some bodies in those crates over there. If you just want to eat those, or give him those.
Okay. Skithrax, I need you to make a retro perception check.
Like, was it Icewind that was doing
Yeah,
it?
Icewind can make it with under Icewinds. Do you have different mental stats for, or do you have different stats down the board for them all?
I do.
Oh, I love that. It's commitment.
18.
You noticed that where the chain was frozen, coming from the icy breath when you first busted in here, that there is a sigil-looking collar around Corvier's neck.
Okay.
Familiar. Do all the forms have like recollection of other forms?
So they can talk to each other
Okay. So
inside his head.
So if they've all been I love it. It's DID. I love it. They would be aware that this. Actually, you know what? No, make a history check then as your monk.
18 again.
As an 18, this as a collar looks very as you were up in the middle punching and throwing the blows. You picked up and noticed that this is a collar similar to the shackles that Morgor and the other forms had seen on the other beasts. So, like
Okay.
Barbados' hand shackles, Remus's collar.
Okay.
This dragon has a larger one attached to it right now. So, Skitherax would be aware of this. If you wish to
Only
relay
problem
this.
is Skitherax doesn't care. Skitherax just murders.
Beautiful. Love it. Okay. So that's Remus's turn. Anything else you wish to do, or is it just a talking? Try to move. Anything like that?
I'll move closer to the room, I guess, and if the DM will allow, I'll use my mage hand to try and open up one of the body boxes.
Skitherax is the honey badger of the group.
I'll allow it. You just did a lot of talking, so as you're kind of talking, you're just kind of like, open this up. Here you go. Make a dexterity check. You're fairly good with your mage hand.
19.
19. I'll say you go as you open up the latch over there, and I don't have little raven folk children, so let's use let's see, a couple of halflings we can use. Doo-doo-doo. You open up one of the crates. As you see, two little, looks like teenager, young children looking size folk are in this 4-foot tall metal crate that you can all now be aware of and hear are, save us, please, save us. All right. This bugbear is going to say, getting out of here, as he is just going to try and run and just step on. Actually, you know what? He's going to make a dexterity check to see if he would step over or on top of Maximus. And he is not going to care as he just steps on top of you, Maximus. You lose a death save. And he is running out of the tent. All right. Maximus.
So, because he walked on me, I automatically get a death save, right?
I'm sorry, you fail one.
Okay.
Essentially, it's the same as if you're unconscious taking saves. Once you get hit, it's kind of like you're already down.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Roll the second.
All right.
You rolled the second one. Did you? What's your roll?
That's a failure.
Was it a 1?
That was a 2.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, and Maximus.
Oh.
Don't worry. Do your thing. We'll figure it out.
Oh. Okay. So, top of the round, Corvius's turn. seeing the now black dragonborn in front of him. Bastardization of Tiamat it is. As he unleashes a torrent of a second breath now. This one having a almost chilling to the bone, icy touch to it. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
All right.
Where's Morgor right now?
Right here.
So that hits me too, then, doesn't it?
You wouldn't have to roll for this. This wouldn't affect you. You're dead.
20.
Or no, not dead, but you this wouldn't mess with you right now.
So it's already cold where you are.
Yeah.
25.
25. Okay. Nice. So as you feel this chilling paralysis take over your body, the inner fire and the inner smite at Tiamat enthralls you as you start burning and heating up with the fire of the 9 hells as you shake off whatever paralysis that was coming over you. Very
Real
nice.
quick, was that the start of his turn too, or no?
Oh shoot, that was the start of his turn. Thank you.
Cool. Yep. Like a con save.
All right. What's the save?
15.
Yeah, he saves.
Yeah. Okay.
Takes half damage or
Nope.
nope.
He's
Sweet.
good.
Yeah, he's just gonna stay in that line. In that. No. Is it? Where is it positioned? The light.
It would have been like, kind of like where he would have been like right in the center of the sphere. It's a 30-foot sphere.
30-foot sphere. Okay, so that is.
So I would have put it like kind of like right in front of him where he would have been in like the center of it.
Okay, are you gonna allow it to touch like where Morgor and them are? It's like 30 feet. This is 30 feet, so this is gonna be like the entire room.
Let me see. Actually, let me read that. Oh, it doesn't specify anybody. Then I would have put it back where it wouldn't have touched Morgor or them, but it
So
would have.
back. So like the back half of the tent.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So essentially, we'll say 10 feet back, but this square is 20 feet. We'll
Okay.
say, and with that, you know what? He's a little. He's arrogant, not thinking himself right now. He's not going to move. Yeah, I mean he's smart, but you know what? He's undertaken right now. He's not going to move. He unleashed a breath weapon, and that was his turn. He really wanted to paralyze Morgor or Skithrax, this black dragonborn in front of him, as he sees that nothing had happened. All right, Binks, you're up.
All right. Okay, so Finks is going
Morgor,
to command his
Skithrax on deck.
to cast the Cure Light Wound spell for Maximus.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and roll that. I was weak. Sorry, Maximus. You only heal for 5, but you heal. You are not dead.
Max Smith, freezing. Your body is essentially you were dipped in a freezer, an ice box for the past past 6 seconds, and you just got pulled out. All right. Thanks.
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action to run the duplicate at the dragon. Doop. Can I try to get behind it? Am I within 30 feet from that move?
20. You can get right up to underneath it.
All right, let's do that. Anything to kind of keep it in that sickening spot.
Okay.
I'll do that. And then Real Finks. How far away is he from the Raven kids? That's not 30 feet, is it?
You are about 35 feet.
And they are locked up.
There is a large 4-foot tall crate right here, and they are too small to get out of it. But the crate's top is opened. So the dragon,
the walls-
so that presumably the dragon could dip its head in there and just munch.
Got it.
So
All
you
right,
guys can
can I-
choose.
Can I run and obscure myself where that crate is then? And just hide behind the crate.
How much feet? Do you have 30 feet?
30 feet.
Okay. So I would say I'll let you get up right near to where kind of like part of the side of where one of the crates are. Here we'll say that this crate is opened and you are on the side of one of the bars. The crate right here is still closed and you see there's one individual in it. Make a perception check. Disadvantage. Because you're running up this big dragon.
10 with disadvantage.
Appears to be one body in this crate.
Body is in
Humanoid. Humanoid figure.
Okay.
Slumped in the corner. At least what you can see. All right. That's your turn.
Yep.
Morgor. Howard's on deck.
All right. How many actions do you get a turn? One.
Skitherax, what is he?
He's a
Class.
fighter.
You would have two action. You'd have two. You'd have one action. You have a bonus action, and then you have like a free action and movement. The attack action, though, you get 2 attacks plus your bonus action if you wish to use those to attack as well. So it depends on how you want to do that.
Yeah, I want to maximize my attacks. So I'm gonna do my 2 attacks for my action,
Okay.
and then I will use the action surge ability,
Okay.
which gives me another action, so 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Um,
Are you using your breath weapon as one of those?
how do you want to do that? Because Morgor didn't have his breath weapon because he used it. Do they all get individual breath weapons, or is it just they get one?
They all have split. I mean, you could roll back for it. Oh no, wait. You would get it per short rest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think for what we'll do, unfortunately, then we'll say you burned it as
Okay.
of right now. Yeah.
All right, I'll just make 4 attacks then. With
All right.
My chain axe.
I do 2 attacks. Bonus. Attack. Bonus action. Bonus action is just going to be the 1 attack, I believe. But then you get the...
Well, the wording on this here is when I use the action surge, you take 1 additional action on your turn. And then,
Okay, so it'd be 5. You get 5 attacks. Hack.
Okay.
Bonus action, hack.
Okay. All right, that's what I'm going to do then.
That's what it would be. All right, man. Okay, throw out a flurry of attacks.
So 23,
That hits.
23,
That hits.
17,
That misses.
25.
That hits.
How many was that so far?
That was 4. Hit, miss, hit.
And 23.
That hits. So as you come, where are you attacking him, or where are you swinging at?
I'm going to go straight for his neck.
Ready for the neck? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging up at the neck, connects, bringing up the third strike. It scrapes off of the blackened, ironed collared band around the base of the neck. You bring down 2 more, hitting. Roll some damage.
All right. Uh, 57 altogether.
Okay. Wow. And Okay. This dragon.
I will rip you from this earth.
It just kind of growls at you after you unleash this torrent of axe attacks at him.
In Draconic, I want to say, I will drag you down to Avernus, where Tiamat will feast upon you.
He is staring you down. Wow. All right, man. Nice. You're staying right up in front of him?
Yep.
All right. And he is going to use one of his legendary actions to do he's going to do another tail attack at you as he spins around and trying to slams his tail at you. Does 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh, yeah. And it is... It's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As a heavy tail comes crunching down and cracks into your chest, you kind of deflect it off. The roar of this... It's a tattoo, if I'm not mistaken, correct? It's not on the chest plate, right?
It's a tattoo.
Yeah, the tattoo. As it beats into you, you feel the mighty roar of Tiamat on your chest. Kind of push the tail off of it. I'm going to give you half damage. So we'll say you took 5 bludgeoning damage. Tiamat's going to take 5 damage for you. For you invoking the name. It's very impressive. And I'll give you an inspiration point. Feeding into it. Love it.
All right, cool.
All right, Finks, you're up. I'm sorry, not Finks, you're up. Howard, you're up.
So, Howard, seeing that so far the green light's taking no effect, and he's still going strong. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I'm going to start moving to my right, but before I get like completely obscured out of his view, I'm going to shoot off 2 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Make attack rolls.
The first one, not so good, 16. The second one, nope, 9.
Okay, 16. First one goes off, veering. The second one, launching it, thinking you're going to have more of a precise aim, and it hits it in the underbelly as it scrapes down the armored plate of its chest and just looks up at you.
I hate warlocks.
Would Howard sees that it's Silver Dragon and everything. Would he know anything about Silver Dragons in his travels among
Make a history
many
check.
realms? All right. 17.
17. You know that silver dragons are more social creatures. They like to sometimes impersonate humans, live double lives. Very sociable, very friendly, and more intrigued by the curiosity of humans and humanoid kind.
Okay.
And you know that they do live amongst the clouds and top cold mountain peaks.
Okay. So from behind the bookshelf, I'm just going to yell out, for being silver, you're not very friendly. And that's it.
All right. Remus, what you doing?
I'm going to talk telepathically to it again, of course.
All right. As you go to talk to it telepathically.
So why do you have that collar on if you're free?
Make a charisma check with disadvantage. But yeah, straight charisma check with disadvantage. You're straight calling out the collar on its it's almost like an insult, a backhanded compliment. As it looks down at its neck.
I got a 6 because it's at disadvantage.
It's like you see it almost sitting in turmoil. He doesn't respond, and he almost has a pause of action, as he doesn't have anger to come back at you with it.
I can probably take it off for you if you let me.
Straight charisma check. As he's kind of breathes some of the frost at its collar.
Hold on. I have to double check my mod. 19.
It is a mere ornamental collar for appearances. At least, I believe it to be so hungry.
As he's trying to fight and explain what he perceives the collar to be, and then he just gets this pain of hunger, you see. His personality shifts as he looks over at the cages. This creature may not let you take the collar off of it. You're a quick rogue. You may be able to get in quick enough and undo the lock.
You've done it before.
So far, though, I would have to wait till next turn at least. I'm gonna go next to Finks and bonus action hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
$19.
Feel pretty stealthy.
That's it for me.
Okay. Maximus. You're on the ground. Black Dragonborn is now standing above you, taking swings at the silver dragon.
With what remaining energy I have left, and being completely out of options at this point, I'm going to run up Skithrax's back and jump up into the air and say, "Eat me," and launch myself at the dragon.
Make a persuasion check, as well as an acrobatics check.
All right, so persuasion, we've got 18, 19, 20, a 21. Acrobatics, we've got an 18.
Is you trying to hop inside the dragon's mouth?
Satiate its hunger.
Okay, Matt. Okay, Mark. You don't have to self-suicide this. Or you got something up your up your sleeve? Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
We'll see.
You hop up, and with an acrobatic check, you use half of your movement to stand up, and then the other half to run over and get a leap up at the dragon. And as it looks down, maybe I will. As it goes to kind of claw at you to kind of like take you into like as you hop up on the back of its body and kind of run up towards its neck.
While I'm doing that, can I cast my mage hand to try and undo its collar?
Make a. Do you have thieves' tools or anything like that?
Nope. Can the mage hand just like open it or take it off or pop the lock?
I'll say with your expertise.
Let me check to see what I do have. Hold on. Let me check.
Yeah, as I say, with your experience with Remus, you and having him, seeing him undo locks as well as these other collars, you do understand that there is. You have to have thieves' tools.
I've got a little bag of sand and small knife.
I mean, you want to try and use a small knife to kind of wedge into it? You can, but that's not thieves' tools.
Yeah, sure.
All right, make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage as you're trying to jimmy a dagger into the. Unlock it.
18. You said sleight of hand, right?
Correct.
18.
Jim and Jimmy, one of the knives into one of these like pocket knives that you has, your mage hand kind of pulls up and into the side of the neck as you're crawling around the other side. And as it jams in, the knife misses and daggers into the scales off of the dragon's neck. And as the dragon looks down at you. Okay. Alrighty then. Top of the round is Corvier. And let's see.
Constitution saving throw.
Thank you for that. Oh, that's a fail.
Nice.
Oh, what's
So
gonna
he
happen?
takes 40-10 radiant damage.
Oh.
Real quick. Hold on. All right, so he takes 40-10 radiant damage. He suffers 1 level of exhaustion, and he emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. So he can't necessarily hide from us, but we know where he's at. So.
Okay.
So the first one. 24 points of damage total of radiant.
Okay.
And he's 1 level of exhaustion.
All right. 1 level of exhaustion
Dragon's got him, I
is
don't know. Just disadvantage on abilities, I believe.
okay. And how much damage?
24.
All right. This dragon, as he looks all sick, and this burning light is kind of beating on him. You say, as he's kind of starting to claw, and the sickening feeling that overtakes him is actually going to distract. Let me see if it'll distract him. Yeah, it's going to distract him from you, Maximus, and he's going to begin to. Let's see if he makes the intelligence check with disadvantage. Yeah. He's not going to move out of the ray, and he's actually going to look up and see you, Howard, like, as he lets out a streak of ice in your direction.
Okay. I'm hiding behind like that little bookshelf, so do I get cover or no?
Let's see. He's actually, you know what? He's not going to be distracted by, he's not going to stop you, Maximus, from coming up to him, but he is going to move out of the ray because he wants to hit you with that ice blast.
That's fair.
Let's sit you. I'll move up a little bit more. I'll say Skitherax, he moves out of your direction, out of your range. And Maximus, if you let go of him and wish to fall, he would technically be moving out of your range of also. So you would get an opportunity attack if you wish to let him go. If you're riding him as he moves forward, you wouldn't.
So he's focused on Howard now, right?
Yeah, he kind of looks down at you and is like, well, I'll save you after. But first.
If I fall, can I fall onto the crates? Can I fall in that direction to try and either break through the crate or open it to get them out?
Make an acrobatics check. Because you're not really like tied up on top of the dragon. You can try to leap off to the side.
17.
Okay, I'll allow it. You swing yourself off her and land on the second crate in the far corner that's actually shut still. And looking down, you see there are 2 halfling-sized bodies in them.
I'll yell down, "We're friends of the Keepers of the Feather."
Please, I don't want to be eaten. You hear one of the children in the crate call out. Skithrax, you going to take an opportunity swipe at him?
Yeah, I would.
All right, make an attack roll.
Okay. Uh, 20, not natural.
Oh, that does hit.
right. Uh, 10 damage.
10 damage? Okay. It's not bad. Not bad. Starting to hurt him. And he is going to... Howard, I'll give you a... Are you fully covered? Or are you trying to, like...
Yeah, I would have been trying to, like, out of view as much as possible.
Out of view? Okay, let's see. Yeah. I give you a +2 to the save, as he's going to try and just, as this icy shards, as this breath of icy shards are starting to cut through the wooded boards in front of you. Make a Constitution saving throw. As the air around you begins to get cold and nippy, and your bones start to just have this winter, feel the winter frost come over.
15.
15? Okay. That is a failure. And you take 12d8 of cold damage. What's your HP at?
32.
What's the total?
Oh, total is 57.
Okay.
Currently, I'm at 32.
Howard, as you're huddling behind the bookshelf, there's a... As you kind of just begin locked in place. Frozen. Eldritch Blast. I feel like I was ready. He was holding it. All right. Man, he did not like that sickening effect, man. He didn't like the point of exhaustion. And... Finks, you're up next.
Real quick, duplicate Finks got moved with the dragon.
Oh, duplicate
that's
Finks
right.
is back here. Yep.
All right, so I've got a pretty clear shot of that collar, right?
I'd be pretty clear. Yeah.
Can I called shot it with a spell?
What are you trying to do with it? Because it's a magical collar. It's locked. So what are you trying?
Hit it with a guiding bolt.
Make attack roll.
How does a 12 do?
The blast of radiant energy streaks past the dragon's face. There you are. As he begins to kind of lunge down for a bite move. Just not full attack, but just kind of flavorful.
Can I use my action to... I got to move still.
Guiding bolt, was that a bonus action?
No, that was my regular action. I didn't do a move action
okay.
yet. I'm just trying to think what I want to do here.
It's about 10 feet off the ground.
Can I disengage and then just get behind Remus?
Yeah. Remus, you're pretty stealthy, but I think Finks feels you creeping up on him. All right. Skithrax.
I want to use my wings to fly up above him.
The
And then-
bone.
Kind of like drop down when you're above him, and then just like try
Gravity.
and cleave him with the axe. Yeah.
Gravity cleave. Okay, make it a. You fly up, come down. Make the attack roll, please.
Okay. 24.
Yeah, that hits. What the hell, man?
I'm rolling good.
Yeah,
D&D Beyond is doing me some good
doing
stuff.
some favors.
Let's see here.
Howard's on deck. Remus coming up.
11 damage.
Okay. All right. And reaction of you as you come bringing down part of the axe, you cut through, you begin to cut through part of the scales on the neck. The dragon is going to use one of its actions to it is going to Mark, you are on a 4. Ooh. It is going to attempt to make a bite attack at Maximus as he is hungry and wishes to consume some nourishment. 23 to hit?
Yeah.
All right. And he is going to swallow you whole.
Sweet. Okay, so stupid question. Because of my rebuke of the talisman, can I it says I can use my reaction to deal 3 psychic damage and it gets pushed 10 feet away from me. So can he essentially like spit me out and have to move back?
All right, so what we'll do is this. As it turns around, looks back, uses one of its action points to bring down its head at you as you're standing on top of the metalled cage, bringing it down to go bite. You feel the necklace charm that you are holding onto. You feel this little twitching static electric charge from your hand come burst out, and as it does, it creates a little pulse of energy around you, and the dragon's head gets pushed off, so you're not engulfed and eaten. As it's nice, I like that. Okay. Howard, death save for me, man.
All right.
Roll that 20. Come on.
Since he is unconscious, by the way, he does regain his exhaustion back, so he's no longer exhausted.
Okay.
Let me get to there. All right, here we go. Internet dice, don't fail me now. That is a 4.
4.
Failure.
All right. First save up. First fail on the board. Okay, Remus, what are you doing?
I guess I'll try and
Maybe
climb
turn.
up the dragon.
Make an acrobatics check.
21.
Successfully, you leap up using part of your tail to hook around one of the claws. You swing yourself up and climb, scamper your way to the top of the dragon around the neck. You see this large, thick collar wrapping around its neck. And searching around, you see the rune sigils going, and you see that there is a large key-like looking hole.
I'm going to use Kevin the key knife.
Okay.
I'm going to pull him out. I'm going to say key. And swing it into a key. And then I'm going to tell him this is very important and we need to make sure this works the first time.
Make that check with advantage, please.
All right.
Give me a charisma check for you.
Which one do you want first?
Just let me know what they are. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Actually, no. Charisma check first. That actually does matter. Charisma check first.
Charisma check is a 21.
Give yourself a +1 to your second
shit.
check.
So it's my thieves tools check.
Mm-hmm.
26.
26. You slam Kevin into the spot, and as you kind of you're just shouting at him, you have to work. You feel Kevin almost expand to fill up the keyhole, and as he does, it's almost like keyblade size to you. As you not like the key itself, like in length, but almost like to grow as you're holding onto part of the key. Twist and turn it. There's a unlocking motion, and the collar, as there's a mighty. That's your turn. Guys, he will be up next in rotation. So
I'll just think to him. Is that better? Do you want it back on? Like,
Please, don't put the collar back on.
okay. I'll let go of the sides of the collar and let it drop to the ground. Then
the dragon hovers and drops on all four.
I am Corvius. Corvius, wrong name. Corvier. I am sorry. I have not been myself for quite some time.
He looks over at the cage and goes,
I am sorry. I did not mean to possibly almost eat you.
looking at the frightened children. He looks over at around the party. He goes,
Quick. One of your friends is hurt. In the back.
as we'll say, initiative count is over. Unless Skitherax doesn't care. It's the only one I can really think that would or would not move.
Skitherax does not care.
Okay.
Finks, can you help him? I don't know what to do.
Help who here? Howard?
I think so.
Yeah, I can help Howard. I'm worried about Skitherax here.
Hold on. Skitherax, I need you to smash these cages open without hurting the little kids inside.
Skitherax will look at Maximus and say, "This is a follower of Bahamut. I must eliminate him."
Think of the children!
I mean, let's see. If you want to try and roll persuasion check, I mean, Maximus can like try to roll the nat 20 to try and sway Skitherax, maybe with like a nat 20.
Yep, I got 16.
Maximus is trying to say not to, but you're gonna go after the dragon.
Hold on.
Can we keep initiative order?
Yeah, so we'll keep initiative order. Up next is Sphinx for the sake.
Oh,
Unless Remus, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna telepathically tell Skitherax this is Tiamat and to leave the dragon alone. He's going to repent for his actions against us.
Make a deception check. Skitherax, make an intelligence check. No.
Oh wait, I can hear this too. Can I cast like minor illusion to help like pump up the hype?
I'll say make the check with advantage, Remus. Skitherax.
I rolled a 1.
Amazing. 28.
You hear the voice of Tiamat come into your mind, claiming that this dragon will repent for its sins. Do you buy down?
Yeah, Skitherax takes his axe, plants it into the ground, and bows down.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, Howard, you heal up for 11. Second level cure wounds for that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was cold.
Oh, we killed Skitherax.
Yeah, a little too hard. That was actually my plan, unfortunately,
Oh, I'm sorry.
to take a shot at Skitherax because I think that's his close to death persona.
If we still want to stay in order, I mean, Skitherax is next. He is sitting there praying.
I'm good. If he's done fighting, then I'm not gonna bother with Skitherax. But yeah, I'll run up to Howard and cure wounds him.
Okay. You go to cure wounds Howard, heal him up.
I'll be working on getting the kids out of the cage and telling them to fly back to their grandfather.
Okay. The kids, you see they all have collars on themselves. And we'll pick up there next week with Corvair. You see him bleeding from slashes across the neck. You see there are these, it almost looks like when you have a collar on an animal for too long, the rash and this mangled looking scales that were kind of growing up over where the collar was on, identifying that it was probably on for quite some time. This dragon's mental state may be a little broken, and it'll be an interesting session when we pick up. Because you all are at level 8.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No one died.
I'm only level 6.
Not
So-
anymore.
And more.
Go to 7.
You've been at level 6 this entire time?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, you're at level 8.
Level 8?
Yeah, you were supposed to be at level 7. This.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, y'all bump up to level 8. I mean, I can congratulate, Fink's doing some great role-playing with Jarrell. Just, you didn't bite into, I'm going to kill you. It was a great deception check, great persuasion check to achieve a milestone for you. You all came after a dragon, back-to-back fights. Very little power-ups to regain any spell slots that any of you have used. You were resourceful. And Ricky, you didn't do any sneak attack. You just went straight up for the utility of trying to unlock a shackle as a rogue. I mean, phenomenal. Maximus, y'all did some great points in this one. So y'all earn level 8, and it's been quite some time since you guys hit level 7, as I was asking before the session started. So thank you to everyone that is tuning in live and was checking out with this. Argon Jr., you rock. Please keep on coming back. BlackRock Joe, dude, you rock. Please keep sharing, letting everyone else know about us. And do we have anyone else in this? Nope, we did not.
All the chatters today.
All right, just you guys. Well, thank you so much. You guys are awesome.
Some new names in the
In the view?
I can't look at the view, but we've got FRABs, Joint Effort, Ortholexy. Yeah, those are some new ones.
Nice. Well, guys, thank you so much. You're all awesome for tuning in live. Please make sure to catch us on the replay if you haven't. Catch us on the replay if you haven't caught up on our old episodes. You can check it out at bicbp-radio.com. We do have a link tree. That'll be on our Facebook and Instagram. And there will be some posts coming up today. Both Tony has been doing some painting for some terrain for us. I've been doing some painting with terrain. We're gonna be sharing some pictures of some of the Kaimon. Danny through Ratfink has been doing some great mini painting. Remus and Maximus, we're gonna get you guys some boxes of minis to open up and show everyone. We're gonna get working on that soon. So more is to come from podcasters. Please make sure to follow us on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, however you listen to us. Please make sure to give us the rate, review, follow. Head on over, follow, support, stream. And honestly, I'll tell you this one: if you want some more content from me, head on over to other show I do. It's called Chris and Anthony Just Can't Stop. It's a podcast I do with Danny's brother, Chris, a good friend of mine. And it is some utter nonsense, zany content. One week we could be talking about the news and the political state of our nation. The next, we'll be talking about some movie trailers that dropped. And the week after that, we're going to talk about my deepest fears, where I end up having a breakdown on air. You don't know what... It's kind of like a box of chocolate. You don't know what you're going to get each episode. Oh, there we go. I guess. See, ideas spawning on air. Anyway, please make sure to follow Chris and Anthony Just Can't Stop, as well as the Faybala 5 and Podcasters. Danny, take it away.
Okay, so you can follow Howard on Twitter at podcastersh. And like he said earlier, you can check out my art at Ratfink Arts on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, go check them out. If you happen to like podcasters, if you happen to like Chris and Anthony Just Can't Stop, go check out some of the other podcasts that they have on their network, bicbp-radio.com. They have some great shows on there, several that I listen to and thoroughly enjoy. So go check them out.
Go check them out. Maximus.
You can follow Maximus on Twitter at PodcasterMadMax. Any of the nonsense that I'm doing in my free time, I'm all over the interwebs at the Mark716. Hit me up.
Hit him up. Skithrax. Jeff.
All right. You can check out what DCT Industries is doing on Facebook at dctindustries.tabletopgaming or on Instagram at dct_industries. We're going to be posting more of our Kaimon online. Probably see them better on there than you can here. And yeah, keep an eye out for the official website coming soon, probably later October. And check us out at Playtest Playfest, November 20th in Buffalo, New York.
Playtest Playfest. Get on out there, guys. Thanks. Tony.
Okay, everybody, follow Finks on the Twitter at PodcastersFinks. I just got a notification, I'm assuming today, that I am at my 1-year anniversary of when I joined Twitter as Finks. So that's kind of putting things into perspective. Been playing these games for a while, and it's been a blast. And I know quarantine and all that, no one wants to hear about it, but like this has been such like a great thing for me, and I know a few others have kind of shared that sentiment. So I want to shout out Anthony, the DM, and my fellow players. You guys have made this awesome, and I look forward to every Sunday to roll dice with you guys. If you want to follow me for some painting stuff, check out Instagram, Phoenix Forged. Nothing new lately, but eventually.
It's all coming along.
There'll be something new. Give it a follow.
All right. Last but not least.
I'm Remus. You can follow Remus at Podcasters Remus on Twitter. I'm Ricky Coates. You can follow me at Rick_Coates on Instagram or Twitter. What news do I have? Keep Flying just put out a music video last week for the new song 5 Year Mess. You can follow me in the background working on the car that is damaged in the beginning, like 10 to 20 seconds. That song is out on a split 7-inch with 3 other bands, and it's called Under 2 because literally every song on it is under 2 minutes. Those are my fun tidbits, and yeah, I'm hyped. That went way better than I thought. Metallic Dragons are a different realm for me. I have no idea what goes on with them, so I was very happy that Maximus started unchaining him. And then I had a backup plan. Don't worry, guys. I had a backup plan just in case he was evil for some reason. I could have kept the lock back on, and only I could have opened it. So,
very interesting.
Food for thought.
Well, you guys did work together as a team, and I'm very pleased with how it ended. We'll see where we pick up next week with everyone. Please make sure to grab those D20s because till next week we need to keep rolling. Oh, that was cocked.
There's 10.
There's 10 on that one.